Hi, everybody. I'm Kathleen Byram, and I'm the author of Conversations with Donkey, a Bipolar Journey. Tonight, I have named this video The Unkindness because it's about, it asks, does love trump manners? Maybe you'll see what I mean when I tell you what happened. I have an aunt who adores me. She always has, since I was a little 2-year-old snot, and said, "Oh, you're just driving me crazy," and flounced away to go take a nap or something. She absolutely adored me. And I went to her house and visited where she lived with her husband, my uncle. So we were sitting there eating filet mignon. It was so good. And I said to my aunt, "So-and-so, would you pass the salt?" And my uncle booms out, "Please pass the salt." I don't know how old I was, but I was over 20. And I thought about it for a second, and I should have thought about it longer, but I didn't. I opened my mouth, and I said very politely, I always felt that it was more important to be kind to people than it is to be well-mannered, or something to that effect. What I meant was, general kindness is more important than being nitpicky about the semantics of manners. The semantics, is that right? And then I went on to enjoy the meal and give him compliments. And it was a very quiet meal. And I was young and naive. Well, the next day, my aunt came to me alone and asked me to leave. My aunt, who adored me, because this man was so angered by what I had said to him. And this was a brave man. There was no reason for him to not answer me and say, "How dare you sit here and eat my filet mignon and tell me how to act? And I'm your elder." He didn't have the audacity or the nerve or whatever to say that. He didn't say a word. He was furious all night long and couldn't sleep. And so she asked me to leave. I assume that he wanted me to leave. I don't know. Who knows what he wanted to do? We got back together later. It turned out okay. But there's a point to this. And the point was simply that if you have two choices And the first one is to ask something kindly, but without using the word please. That's choice 1. Or choice 2, you can say please, but your voice won't sound as pleasant. It'll be like, please pass the salt, as opposed to, would you pass the salt? I think, too, that I may have been needling him because he had problems with his kids, I think. At least one who seemed easily hurt. I don't want to get into the psychology of this family. I just want to say that he wasn't always kind, and he knew it. And me, an upstart, told him so in a way he could not stand. And he couldn't come out and say to me, you know, I think that was inappropriate. Let's talk about that. No, it wasn't like that at all. It was, you're going to need to leave. And I'm sure that she was mortified, and I feel bad about that she had to be the one to do that instead of him dealing with it straightforwardly. Anyway, that's my point. It's more important to be a kind person in general than a person who follows the rules of etiquette to the T. I think tone and attitude is a lot more important. I could be wrong. I could still be a whippersnapper. He's been long gone now. Just a little story to share with you. And in other news, I have a web page. I'm going to put it in the first comment so that you can go to it if you want to. It's fourthwall.com. Kathleen Byram at fourthwall.com. And it has products on it for sale. They have the products themselves, blank products. And then I upload a design that I want on it. And then they will sell it, and I will get part of the profit. And so I have a hoodie on there, and a hat, and a shirt, and 2 different kinds of mugs. I would love to put more on there, but unfortunately, Eli, the AI on the site, which I require to use to be able to figure out how to set these things up, it said that I had 75% used already, and that was only in one day, and that was for the week. So I don't get to use it again until Wednesday, unless I want to pay them. And I don't have I'm not allowed to spend money on that. And so I would like you to help me out by purchasing something and to help spread the love everybody message. The money will probably go toward getting my second book published. It's written, it's just not published. And I don't have the budget to be able to cover that. So if I make money doing this, I should be able to put it toward that. Anyway, I'm sorry it's been over 10 minutes now, and I want to thank you for listening, and I hope that you got something from this or have something interesting to say. Please be nice. You don't have to be polite and have good etiquette. Just be kind. Thank you. Good night.